This is spicy. Everybody in my family called me Gala, so I am Gala. I actually like all the platform, but my favorite one, where did I get my hair done? Let's go get ready. Skin is glowing. Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is maryybeatrice. Thank you for clicking today's video. First thing first, I just want to say I apologize for my First thing first, I want to apologize for how I sound. So if there's any issues with the camera whatsoever, how I sound, I will try my best to edit it and give you guys the best quality. But I am also just recovering from a really bad cold that I had all week. So here we are. But other than that, let's go get ready. For today's video, we are actually doing a get ready with me plus question and answer. So I did ask on Instagram, if you guys are not following me yet, I did ask on Instagram to ask me some questions, some get to know me about anything. Literally, it's from like content, girlhood, whatever. Honestly, I was just like, give it all to me. I want to do like a little get ready with me and chit chat. So here we are. With no further ado, let's get into my get ready with me. I got my little headband here. I'm not even joking when I think that was one of the worst cold I've ever had. It was. Like, it definitely was. When I'm eating, I could barely like breathe because of how congested my nose is, and literally like sleeping at night was just like terror, because I remember waking up one morning and I was just like looking for Kleenex just because I wanted to like get everything out of my nose. Anyways, let's get started to my makeup. Let's put out my first question of the day. Favorite thing about content creating? Ooh, I love that this was like my first question for today, because like, first of all, if you don't know me, I love talking about like social media, content creating, and I've been doing content creating for about, I want to say almost 3 years now, like fully like at it. Took it seriously as like my part-time income this year. What my favorite thing about content creating is definitely getting to meet the most lovely people ever. I think that's one of the most exciting part of it all, because like when I moved in the city, I was fresh from like a small town and I just graduated from college. I was 19 years old. I had like no experience in life itself whatsoever. I was living with my parents, and like just overall in general, I was just very naive. Like I was very much like just a teenager, just trying to like go through life. I was really like struggling a lot with my mental health that year, because that was actually COVID year, and that was 2020. I graduated college. I never actually got graduation. Really took a toll on me, and all my friends moved away. I think I lost like few of my best friends at that time, and I've always struggled with anxiety, and that year just really made it worse. Like it was so bad to the point that my mom, I remember like that year was actually like, okay, we need to actually like find you a job, keep searching and stuff. And then I ended up finding a job in the city where I'm at right now, and then I don't know anybody. Like literally the only person I know was my boyfriend, and we've only started dating at that time when I moved for like 6 months. So we weren't even living together. I was just like, you know, I was just new in the city, exploring and such, right? I've always loved like taking videos, taking pictures and stuff. And then I remember buying my camera with my DQ money. That was my first job, and I remember buying it, and then I was so happy because I wanted to be a YouTuber. It was always been like YouTube, not so much like Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is now. So I've always kind of like loved the idea of like content creating. I've always loved the idea of like taking pictures, but not so much of like content creating and actually like making it like my income. I was kind of more of like wanted to be like a hardcore YouTuber, until I actually met someone online, which is, she's actually one of my closest friends now here in the city. Her name is Yana. So hi Yana, if you're watching this. And she happened to be another content creator. I reached out to her on my DMs. I was like, hey girl, like I don't know anyone, you're literally the first person I know. I love your account. You just showcase so many like good things about like Calgary. Like it was definitely like such a move for me to message someone like that, because I'm like, I never really message anyone or like make friends through social media. And then but COVID at that time, like you're kind of forced to like message everyone and meet everyone through some virtual, right? So that's kind of like what I did. And then she reached out to me, she invited me to like this one event, and then like literally after the event she was like, I know you're just starting out and everything, but I just wanted to invite you and actually meet you. And then I was like, oh my god, love that. And then ever since I was like, let's go thrifting, let's go like hang out and all. It took us like a few months to like, you know, just with busy schedule, I was working full-time in healthcare. It just took us like a few months to like actually like hang out, meet each other and stuff. But to this day, fast forward, we were actually like pretty close friends. And if you guys are watching this, we are actually going to celebrate my birthday party because we were all gone last month. And yeah, I don't know, it's just so cute, so exciting. I always tell people this because like she really inspired me to like question the content creating, if even it was possible, you know. I was like, I don't really know anything much about it. I'm kind of just like, I wanted to be a YouTuber, like long form content, not much like TikTok, Instagram and all that. Just genuine friendships that you meet through like other content creators here in the city, and just a lot of like people, like brands, and yeah, you don't know who you're gonna meet. And I think that's the best part about content creating. That's my short answer. Sorry, I was yapping. What's my least favorite thing about content creating? Ooh, it gives me imposter syndrome, like hardcore. First of all, with content creating, you do your own reels, you come up with your own content, you shoot your own video, you initiate to brands, you handle all your emails. Starting all that in the beginning, it was definitely a lot for me. And like as a small creator who's not even from the city that I'm in right now, it's quite hard because like I don't know anyone like at all. The hardest part was like really reaching out and not feeling discouraged, and later on comparing myself and just having that whole cycle of like imposter syndrome of like, you're not doing enough, you're not doing this good, you're not meeting many people, your following is ass, like just things like that. I get in my head and I'm just like, whoa, chill out. And I just like forget how far you've come and like all your work, because you get in your head so much about failing, if that makes sense. And I tend to like beat myself up like, oh, that wasn't good, that wasn't enough, like just things like that. I just get in my head. So that's the least favorite thing I've part. And then because I feel like that for me itself makes me like, gets me into this like spiral ball, and it affects my self-esteem, it affects me as a person, and it just sucks. That's my least favorite thing about content creating. And let's move on to the next question. What is your favorite platform? Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube? Ooh, my favorite one is TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Other people might like, I don't know, they might come at me for that and then be like, oh, Instagram is actually the best platform, it's so good. I was a hater of TikTok. I would be honest, when I first started, I was like, TikTok is so childish, like everyone just gets into it, it's so trendy. But that was me being a pick-me, so I stopped that. I stopped my pick-me era, okay? If you catch me pick-meing, just like, I hated it at first, and then I went into it and I'm like, dude, this is so addicting. Favorite thing about TikTok is that like you get to meet authentic people. Like your audience are real, and they're not afraid to comment if your videos suck. I feel like in Instagram, it's so aesthetic that it's just like one wrong thing, it's like, oh. And I feel like on Instagram you have a lot of like silent viewers. It's nice, it's just like sometimes I'm just like in my head, I'm like, oh, I barely see like any of my friends' posts because of ads, because of like collaborations and stuff. It just like sucks. I'm always a YouTube girly. I love my YouTube, I love my long form. I literally set time for myself on the weekend just to like sit down and watch YouTube and follow up with like my local creators. I follow up with like all my OGs, and yeah, and then Instagram the least. All right, next question. Ooh, hey, give me advice for being a content creator in Calgary even if I'm not fluent in English. Love you. Oh, that's so cute. Love you too, Noor. First of all, English is my second language. I can speak Tagalog, Kamusta? Oh my god, hello mga kababayan. You can easily start content with whatever language you're in. Like I follow this one content creator. She's from Spain. She speaks Spanish. I don't understand anything, but I like watch all her content. I think just go for it, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Like it will definitely makes you more practice that you do with like speaking to the camera, whether if it's in English or like whatever language you speak, whatever you're comfortable in. Figure out which one you feel more comfortable in, and then in that way you're able to like, you know, practice it more, talk to the camera and stuff, because like language shouldn't be a barrier to like making content and going for what you really want. Because like if you think about it, then your niche would probably be like for me, for instance, I speak Filipinos, so my niche and like my people and my audience are mostly Filipinos, because I do like speaking Tagalog and I like to connect in Tagalog as much as I can and be like, and then I like to be in touch with my heritage. So like think about that. Like if you speak in your language, you can like easily meet new people from the internet who speaks your own language as well, and then you guys can like bond over that, you grow eventually. And then yeah, I feel like that shouldn't be like a big barrier. I can understand why it may be. I'm definitely ESL, and I'm not afraid to say that. I was put in ESL when I came here in Canada, trying to speak to the camera, whether if your own, like literally I love speaking to my close friends. So I have a close friends on Instagram, and I just like, whenever I feel like sad or uncomfortable or whatever, I just like take that close friends and I just yap whatever on my close friends. Also on TikTok, I just yap away and just take and then just film. All right, let's move on to the next question. How do you start content creating? Ooh, yeah, I just started it. I was 19 years old. I didn't really know anyone. I simply wanted it to meet new people and explore Calgary. And then I was like, I stumbled upon like a bunch of like foodies, and then I was like, whoa, what if I explore like different foods? And at that time I wanted to start like fashion industry, so my first brand deal was with a vintage curated store. So I was like, maybe I'll do thrifting or different thrift stores here in Calgary. So that's kind of like how I started. I really wanted to like, you know, and I never really saw many like Filipinas at that time, and I love how like we're growing and the content creating community. I love it so much. And I don't know, it's just so nice seeing like Filipinos and be like, hey, kababayan, and just like getting to know each other through content creating and bonding over like videos and photos. And because if you know, you know. I was like, oh, no one really does like events or like what's going on here in Calgary. And then I started following people like wandering in YYC here in Calgary, and I was like, wow, like I literally was like looking through all her stuff and like seeing like what event going on, and I would go there and I would post about my experience and stuff. And then that's kind of like how I built my community. That's where I'm at right now. And then I kind of like made it my whole niche, and I love it. I wanted new friends. I wanted more representative of my Filipino culture. And I don't know, in Tagalog there's this thing called gala, meaning like you can't stay home and you just want to go different places. My grandma, my mom, everybody in my family called me gala, so I am gala. And I gala everywhere. So yeah. Where did I get my hair done and what color? Ooh, go to Club Sume. So she's my girl, and in there she actually reached out to me about a year ago now, like earlier this year. And then we chopped my hair, literally like a bob. And then ever since, she's been my hairstylist. Fun fact, my mom's actually my hairstylist. And then she reached out to me and I told my mom. My mom was like, you're cheating on me? But my mom was like, take me there, I want to try it. So I'm like, yeah, so she's my girl. I actually have a code with her, Mary20. If you're interested, you can get like 20% off on your first service with her. She's located here in Calgary in around Center Street area, I believe, like nearby downtown, Center Street, Chinatown, and all that. Oh, it's not really a question, but oh my god, the side note, skin is glowing. Ah, thanks, girly. So I've been on retinol for like this whole year, and it's been up and down. Literally, I find myself like breaking out a lot during my period, before and after, so it's definitely been like a journey, okay? And I've been documenting it on my Instagram, on my platforms, so I'm actually doing it with Preferentious Cosmetics. This is not sponsored, so if you guys want to check that out, you sure can. But that's it for my get ready with me chit chat question and answer. This is my everyday makeup. I literally just put my CC cream foundation, blush, some contour and all. That is pretty much it for today's video. If you guys like it, let me know what topics you guys would like me to do. I'm thinking of like doing more of these, like chit chat, get to know each other while getting ready. I feel like that's the best part about being a girl, just simply getting ready and yapping. Other than that, I post videos every Sunday 10 a.m. and I do have videos popping up sometimes each week. It's a surprise if I can edit them on time. I usually drop one extra video every Wednesday or Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so let's get into it, girlies, okay? Anyways, we shall see you guys in the next video. Bye!